I would like to qualify for London. I haven't been there in so long. I've been there once with my parents on vacation during Christmas, essentially. It was pretty nice. I mean, it was a little bit foggy, but, you know, it was still nice. Is my deck actually good versus mono red? It kind of feels like the answer is no. But obviously I'm going to play this turn. Feels like I'm going to get lit up. Cool people mod meeting at Cleveland. Nope. I do have gift. Gift seems pretty good. Also, I think I'm just going to opt because if I draw a breeding pool here, well, I don't want that. If I draw a breeding pool, I want to put into play tapped because I don't want to cast fog this turn. It seems like my deck is just way too slow in this matchup, in game 1 especially. Okay, I think I actually want this card. Basically, I think I want it because it's going to allow me to actually win this game. As opposed to not, which is probably a desirable outcome. I mean, I think I am going to die to 3 lightning bolts probably, but, you know, sort of like this. Fog. No, I don't want to take 5 damage. Okay, nice. Really? They have nothing else? It's probably okay for me then. Okay, I mean, like, yeah, you got a bolt. Do I have a way to cast this in game 1? I should probably look at the list again for myself. 2 Temple Garden. Right. Probably not supposed to keep it. Christ. Feels like I'm very dead. So it looks like my plan is to hope they don't have a burn spell and just main phase this, play Breeding Pool, well, play Temple Garden now, and just cast Fog on their turn and hope they have no burn. This looks bad. Like, I just have to hope their hand's all creatures, which is not likely, but... Alright, you got me. You got me. Yes, the slow Fog deck does not want to play against the deck full of burn spells. Okay, so I suspect this is bad. This does not seem great. These seem good. Also, hold up. This seems suspicious. Are there really only 3 Depose deploying the main deck as win cons? 14. The hell? They cut the Crazies? Oh man, I don't know if I understand what's going on. I mean, like, I'm willing to believe I'm wrong, but that seems really, really, really crazy. Also, what's the last card I want? They're clunky. Sure. What's the last card I want? A blink? Okay. Wow. I certainly got slaughtered that game. I don't really expect to improve that much with only 3 Gift of Paradise. But I mean, like, this is sort of the average hand for the deck, right? If you told me I'm supposed to mulligan to Gift of Paradise, I would sort of believe you, but then that would also make me believe that I'm supposed to play 4 Gift of Paradise in my sideboard. Okay, I'm gonna main phase opt. Nope. Alright, a gift is kind of nice here. Not gonna lie. Probably gonna play Forest and play Gift on Forest. Alright. You've lava spiked me. Taking all the beats. Beats by Dre. Alright, they have 3 cards, I'm at 12, but I mean, the problem is my deck doesn't really, like, do much. Alright. I think I'm supposed to cast a Fog this turn. Be at 7, they have 2 cards. Maybe I'm not supposed to cast Fog this turn, actually. Alright, I'm not going to. Because, hypothetically, if their hand's precisely not 2 bolts, it's actually much better not to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will be the 7th permanent. Sucks, though. Really needed to, like, draw something good right here. Land was not what I was looking for. I mean, like, if my opponent has 2 bolts, I die. There's no getting around that. If they don't, if they just have a bunch of creatures. Didn't feel like I wanted to crack Memorial. Do you think I was supposed to? Like, I actually thought about it, I just didn't say anything about it. I feel like I'm supposed to take the damage. If they have a bolt, I die, but that's okay. I agree with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This really sucks. I guess now I am forced to crack Memorial. A ton on Arog, unfortunately. You can use the cardboard alive. Oh, I was not beating that card, unfortunately. That sucked. Yeah, I misplayed a few times, actually. Let's see, how many lands do I have? 1, 13, 20. I have 25, but you have to remember the effective land count is higher because I have 3 Gift of Paradise. Also, that matchup is very bad for this deck, unfortunately. Your cards just line up so poorly, it's kind of unreal. Well, consider we have 3 Gift of Paradise in our deck, so it's an effective 28 mana sources. And also, if you think about it another way, all of the cantrips basically increase your effective land count on Rog. It's the exact same reason why you play a low land count Miracles deck with a bunch of cantrips. So by playing Opt and Growth Spiral, our effective land count is actually higher. This is fine, I guess. Yep, I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I'm just making a point. Sure. How does this deck feel? Well, I mean, we got crushed by mono red, but I feel like that's going to happen more often than not, so. Someone picked a number at random. The actual answer is Ali built this deck, and most people just copied it straight up. This is very bad. Oh, thank you, Sed. That's a very good explanation, but realistically, I think it was just sort of made up, all things considering. Like, at the beginning, I think it was just sort of whatever. Also, this matchup seems very bad as well. Can this deck play Mission Briefing? I don't think that accomplishes that much, but it's not unreasonable. One of who's the worst. Cool. Cool. I think I'm going to graveyard this, but this really, really, really sucks. A lot. Alright, I have a plan. It's very shitty, but yeah, I feel like the mono blue fish deck with Spell Pierces and Wizard's Retort is almost unwinnable. Right, wow. That worked out well for me. I would never ever tap out for Opt right there if I were them. For exactly the reason what Zed was saying. Just protecting their Curiosity guy is just so good. Like, you lose the games where they Curiosity you out for sure. And now we have a shot because they're only drawing 1 card per turn instead of 2. I don't want that yet. Is mono blue good? I went 12-8 when I played Hainsless, so I don't know what that really tells you. I did not particularly enjoy playing the deck, but I recognize that it had some strengths. I don't know if that's a good enough answer for you. I do enjoy playing Sultai, actually, so that's why I'm leaning towards it. Onrog, the most consistent deck in the format is probably White Weenie or Sultai. That's fair, Autumn. That is definitely fair. We're just different people. I don't know what to tell you. That is not the sort of tempo deck I enjoy very much. Onrog, Mission Briefing is not like... It's like good exactly in the format you play it in, and it's like... I'm not sure, like... I'm trying to figure out what Onrog is trying to get at. So we have not seen a Look, I understand you like those cards, but Mission Briefing is just not very good in Standard. In my opinion. Show me a counterspell. That's a yikes. Look, Autumn, I also lost a lot playtesting that deck too. So, apparently you can just win with decks I can't win with, so I'm going to give you credit for that. Is that fair? Alright. So I can activate and play Fog. I don't even have to play the Fog yet, so I can just actually activate. Actually I should have played this land untapped, because if they tap out, I could hypothetically EOT Nexus, and then maybe do a bunch of stuff. The hard part of this is I don't actually have a Wilderness Reclamation, I guess, is the hard part of this. Alright, I'm going to make them decide if they want to sack a Storm Tamer here. No, I don't want to tap like that. I want to tap like this. Possibly you ran out of win cons. Yeah, I kind of hate the Esper deck. I've run out of win cons playing that deck before. How do I stop on their turn? Is that how? Alright. Am I dead? Probably not. Since Depare's not a one con there. Yeah, I believe that. Sad. Oh man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess I play Search. I guess I could play Nexus first. I feel like it's a forced play by this point. What do y'all think? This is so hard. Why is this so hard? Oh my god. Why is this easy, Stu? Alright, I guess I'll Nexus first. Alright, I'll play Search now. I'm not playing mono blue, Dukamoy. I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on. Maybe I should just activate this, actually. It appears I am dying. So I draw fog. Alright. God damn it. Alright. I probably think I should not play this deck IRL. That is my take on it. Alright, Sad, tell me what I'm supposed to do. Because, wow, this seems miserable. Could have gotten an extra mana. Oh yeah, I could have. The interface is really weird about that. Just things automatically resolve unless if you turn on full control. But you're correct. I could have. What should I take out? I believe I'm going to Pittsburgh. Barkaboy 9123. This doesn't seem very good. Okay. Okay. Still have 4 cards to cut. $45. 'I did things at random because I ran out of time. I ran out of time, so I just did things at random. That thing is so stressful. I feel like I don't get enough time to sideboard. Excuse me, I almost never run out of time, IRL or on Magic Online. Don't you dare compare me to you right now. Don't you dare, especially since you're not subbed. Not allowed. That's an interesting point, Alan. MTGO gives you so much time. Ah, cool. This crap again. I'm not sure. Will-nil. Honestly, I have no idea right now how to answer that. All right. Don't want that. That's okay. I think I'm just gonna fire it. It doesn't actually get better for me if I wait, so. Sucks. Yeah, I could have gone after the other one, but I feel like making the greedy play is necessary. If you disagree, I'm willing to believe that that play was wrong. This is wonderful. Guess I could have done it upkeep, yeah. I also thought they wouldn't have many dive downs too, yeah. This sucks. I'm gonna try to hit the land, because I think just missing lands is lethal. Christ. So, Anurag, your question about lands is, I don't think you're allowed to go below 25 in this deck since you have literal 7 drops. I mean, that's what standard is like a lot of the time. I'm gonna keep that one. I think I'm just gonna jam. I'm not really allowed not to jam, I think, anymore. Yeah, but there's not that many white sources in the deck, so it's hard to bait with Opters. Yeah, I mean, I think the play is pretty clear. Like, I don't think that decision is very difficult whatsoever. I generally think versus that deck, you should jam almost every time. Unless if you can afford to play around it. But the problem with playing around it is it just gives them more time to draw their stupid stuff. I kind of need that land. But I'm not even sure it's going to be close to good enough. So... I'm going to lead off by playing Blink during their upkeep on the Storm Tamer. Then we're going to play Ice, targeting Tempest Djinn. I don't really expect to win, frankly, because I need so many things to happen for me to win. Right. So I'm going to cast that on that right now. Not kicked. Kicking it is so greedy and, like, also just not even that good, frankly. Okay. I believe that. Oh. So Harpooner seems like it's pretty critical versus deck. That makes sense, actually. Great. Alright, can anyone fathom how I could win? Because I am having a hard time doing so. Ooh, that's not good. That's really not very good. I'll let someone else explain it, but I'm going to graveyard that to flip this and hopefully draw land, and hopefully their hand somehow sucks. Alright, well... Going to jam again. Yes. Yeah, that seems like how I can win. So I wish it wouldn't tap all of these. We don't even win deterministically. It's like probabilistic as hell. Alright. Like, they could have a Spell Pierce. Yep. Nope. I'm off it. Alright, opponent. Alright. Yeah, I agree. No, I'm actually going to play a few more matches, said, but obviously those matches were frustrating as hell. Do you agree with that? I actually need to use the restroom again. It's hot in my room and I've been drinking a lot of liquid. Yeah, every time you meet those matchups, you're like, never again! Alright, give me a mid-range deck, opponent. Did they top deck the dive down? Not necessarily. I'm not sure about... I'm in the best of 3 queue, so maybe not, but maybe still. I don't really know. Playing against Flying Spaghetti, do you think our opponent loves Emrakul Aeon Storm? I was clearly a Karn in the loading screen, and now I'm not Karn? Oh, this hand's actually pretty good, all things considering. I'm gonna play Memorial on turn 1. A Guild Gate, you say? Alright. Let's do this. They're sloppy in the kitchen. I don't even know what that means. Am I supposed to Growth Spiral or play Search? My instinct says play Growth Spiral. I'm passing because there's a chance they actually have counters in their hand. Very small chance. I actually shouldn't have played it like that, but I guess I'll opt now. I feel like that is actually good enough. Don't think they have anything, so I'll just continue to develop. We're going off! Going off with my Karn avatar. Alright, opponent had enough. Alright, what do you think I should do now? This seems good. Is Negate good? Negate and Canopy. Alright, what am I allowed to take out? Fogs, probably. Opponent's probably on Gates Nexus, but don't they side in Rams? I guess it's fine. Am I allowed to side a Blink of an Eye? I'm not playing 4 Frilled. This version is very different from the one you probably had before, Feingersh. One blank. I need 2 more cuts though, quickly. I'm just gonna cut all the blinks then. Or I'll just leave like one blink in my deck. So the way this deck is built, it feels a little bit fragile. Because hypothetically, I'm gonna keep. But hypothetically, you can get into a spot where you actually have no win conditions very easily in game one. If they just hit, I guess it's not that easy. They would have to know to just counter all three of your things, right? Oh, now I'm gonna play the search. I don't even have more lands guaranteed, really, so I think playing the search is better. Alright, I don't want that. That's fine. Yeah. I think the threat density thing might come up in weird spots. Alright. Okay! We're on the scoreboard because our opponent didn't draw any lands. Yes, those games were not very interesting. Our opponent just didn't draw very well. Playing against Baron Sengir. I'm a Johnny this time! A Johnny! No, I'm Vivian! Who knows what I am? I could be anything, really. Exactly. You get it! You get it! Right, playing against Sultai? Probably. I guess it could be something else, but... It could be like... Maybe it's Green Stompy. That would be kind of sweet, but... Finally a good matchup. I can't wait for that to... For you to say that and me to get crushed this game by like some absurd stuff. The Sabotage looks pretty nice here, actually. On GW, thanks for the follow. You know what? Thank everyone for hanging out on this Thursday. Thank you all. Do I need another reclamation? It seems like no. Seems like I don't need another reclamation, frankly. So the I'm actually reconsidering this. A, Vivian. B, if I have double reclamation, it just lets me go off immediately if I find a Nexus. So I think I'm going to keep it. But if they play Vivian here, I'm definitely countering it. And yeah, double reclamation does scale well with the Chemister. So I think actually keeping it is correct. So said, a question to ask you is sorry. Obviously, I don't care about that. My question to you was going to be, do you care to side an Ooze in this matchup post-board on the chance that they've sided out all of their removal and Ooze dominates them? That was my question. I think I'm going to graveyard that, though. Yeah, that would be my suspicion after looking at the deck list as well. Obviously, I didn't know for sure. I think Oozes are good enough to side in, and you're allowed to side out like, I don't know, blink of an eye or something like that. Interesting. Why did my opponent not attack with... My opponent did not attack with Land or Elves. I'm actually going to graveyard that. Alright, nice. Can I set a stop at my end step? Resolve. This is the miserable part of this. Resolve. Play this. Play opt. Nope. That's good. So I'll have 15 instant speed mana, so I can discard a Root Snare during my end step. Is that how that works? Yeah, you have to reset the stop every time, right, Sed? Which is kind of horrible. This sucks. This part is horrible. I already hate this part. Send upkeep stop. Why would I need that? Okay. So I'll have a bunch. I think I have enough to do everything still. This is thoroughly unpleasant here. I could do this a lot faster on Magic Online, I think. Resolve. Alright, my opponent had enough. I believe they were dead. It's a little bit worse than KCI. Oh, actually, it's probably about the same, frankly, but... what do you take out here? I'm sorry. I believe it is weirdly relaxing for you. Root Snares are pretty bad. Frilled Mystic seems like it might be good. Yeah. Okay. Am I allowed to keep? No, I mean... Okay, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Autumn. Look, no, I'm not. It's just... I'm old and grumpy, I guess is the correct way of putting it. Is that fair? I think I'm going to play Sultai this Sunday based on these games, but I could change my mind, obviously. Turn 4 uses gas. I'm going to just main phase this, because if they have Negate and just like decide to Maniac Negate it, it would suck. Alright, here I'm going to just play the land Seiko. I don't know. I did not win a lot when I test. I went 12-8 when I tested that deck, Mark. So, take it as you will. Tapped. Do I slam? I feel like I slam. What do you think? I could just wait and just Thopter ZOT. Should I just Thopter EOT? Feels like I should Thopter EOT. Like, the problem is Disdainful Stroke. Sultai. I think I'm going to just EOT, cast Deploy. If they counter that, I can slam Ooze. Then things are really, really, really good. I don't like doing that. Now I'm going to do this. Just like try to put them in the bin. Insta army. Ooze on first. What's on second? Ooh, they still have cast down in? Alright, whatever. It's fine. Guess they have cast down in on anticipation of me having a creature like that in my deck. So that's okay. Ooh. Is that good? If so, why? I'm just gonna dirtle forever now. I love this card so much. It was secretly good in draft, even though people thought it was too slow. But the cost of a land being good in your deck in the late game is so low that it's just great. I'm not even going to play the Reclamation out. Well, yeah, this card's just absurd in sealed deck. But, Mark, you're also good, so... I'm not going to play the Reclamation now. It just lets them exchange. I think I'm just going to draw a bunch of cards while poking them with Thopters, and if they want to do something, they're going to have to make a move, tapping a bunch of mana, and then we get to, like, actually maybe go ballistic. Well, that's a thing, apparently. Alright. So we might have to take game action soon, but that's okay. Nah, thanks. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 13 minus 6 to activate. So we could draw into thingy. No attacks. Oh no! Damn it! Ah, I forgot. That's a bad habit. I can't believe I did that. That's pretty bad, actually. Alright. Well, clearly I was not going to activate my Arch in response to Duress. Nice. No, don't tap like that, please. Oh, we are actually very stupid, but that's unrelated. Alright, I have a stop now. I don't think that's how that works, Mark. Unfortunately. No attacks. So my most requested features for this client are a button that's like add all mana. Because if you're gonna like go this route, solve. Anyways, what I was saying is, if you're gonna go this route, it would really be nice to have a button that lets you float all of the mana. Yeah, exactly what Cedric said. Personally, like, playing this right now sort of feels like a chore, frankly speaking. I don't think I'm gonna run that into Negate. I'm just gonna ship. Why did my opponent use a timeout? Okay. I guess I can EOT this. If they counter it, it's not even a big deal. It also stretches their mana a lot to do that. This being an instant is just outrageous. Like, think about it. I shouldn't be able to, like, threaten a time walk at their end step like this. Okay. Yeah, it feels like Esper can probably not beat you almost ever. Oh, that's good too. put a stop. Attacks. I am doing it, but this is kind of unpleasant to do, frankly speaking. Alright, resolve. I think I'm just going to cast a Chemister's Insight. Holy shit. Where's my stuff? Where are the Chemister's Insights? Alright. Well, sorry. Where are the Nexuses? Whatever. I guess I'll discard a bunch. Discard a card. I don't think I need another search. I could discard a land, actually. They can't really... Yes, I agree they can't win anymore, but I should have probably, like... I probably should have just cast all my Chemisters. Alright. You're right, Mark. You're right. They might try to kill my search, actually. And then I can bounce it with, Blink. Yeah, opponent is getting dumpstered. I mean, I've gone through, like, essentially 33 cards. So it's like, I don't know. It's not like, I feel like they didn't really have any good options, especially when they got mana screwed. By the way, I think I've learned I'm not doing this right now, but there's a lot of obvious things you can do to tune your play playing this deck, I think. First, we'll start off with this. I feel like there are scenarios where you should actually upkeep, activate search, looking for the Nexus, play the Nexus to increase your odds of drawing another Nexus and stuff like that. What the hell is my hand? Oh, there's my hand. What's the fastest way to kill my opponent? I guess this is it. Did I use a timeout? Alright. Okay, well, we beat Sultai pretty convincingly. I was going to cast a Growth Spiral and then set a stop. You're right. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sort of, like, mechanically playing this poorly. I agree with you there. Playing against Camille Biden. Got a mulligan, unfortunately. It's really close. If I was on the draw, I might consider keeping, but on the play, I don't think you're allowed ever. Alright, this is fine. Yeah, that hand was close to the nuts, I think. Assuming one of them was a shock and not two check lands. Alright, we're both on 6. Alright, I do not need another 7 drop. Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Alright, we're playing against Esper. Alright. That's probably the correct thing for them to take. Alright, I don't want that. I want land! Shit. Alright. So they're Esper mid-range, I guess? Probably supposed to just return that, actually. Damn, that sucked. The problem with returning their deputy is they just recast it the next turn. So just saving my search is better, I think. Alright, so this is Esper mid-range. I'm not sure how this matchup is. They've done the Bell Hunt. Okay. I do feel like game 1 should be good for us, actually. But I do need to find some lands and the Reclamation. And for them not to have Mortify. I really don't want those right now. Okay. More in business. Sort of. Right, 5 in hand. What is their hand? Ah. That sort of makes sense. So for Honorok, I'm not a huge fan of it. If that answers your question. No, we don't play Teferi. We're just blue-green. So I think my plan is to look for a Wilderness Reclamation using Search EOT. So I'm going to play a tapped Memorial and say go. It sucks that they get to draw 2 per turn, obviously, but, you know, can't do much about that. So maybe they don't have Mortify. Reclamation? Alright, nice. This is what we need to have happen. I'll set a stop on my end step now. Go to my end step and then float 3. Wait. Oh, they did have 3 up. Why did I... Oh, well, that sucks. For some reason, I thought they didn't have 3 up. Alright, so have you. Really did not think they had 3 up. I would have played that differently, though. If I knew that, I would have just said go and EOT'd a Reclamation, or... Ah, right. You are right. I forgot about that part of that card. Alright, whatever. Recommend to everyone in the stream to play these in the opposite order, but that's okay. Looks like I'm not in very good shape, unfortunately. So I need to find a reclamation essentially to do anything. Maybe I'm supposed to actually just activate and hope to find a reclamation. Alright, I guess. Feels like I am mostly dead. I mean, I'm not technically dead yet, but I'm not in good shape. Like, I need to block these two, essentially. I take 5. This matchup also seems hard. I don't know. Is it hard? It certainly seems hard. By the way, this might sound like a corner case, but what happens, how do I win if my opponent just has 2 untapped flyers? Oh wait, blink of an eye in the deck. Bore them to death, IRL. Alright. Ooh, are we alive? Appear to be alive, y'all. Oh, what? Alright. Yeah, I don't have to play it out. I was thinking about how to optimize. Meep Merp. I don't know what that means. Killing Lithopter seems miserable. Alright, we can just take all these out and just put in like a bunch of oozes, right? What am I allowed to take out? Do I want Negate? Canopy makes sense, actually. Do I want Thopters or a Root Snare? Alright. I can believe that. I'll go like this then. So I don't want Depose. Do I want Depose? Kind of feels like Depose is better than Root Snare. Yep, that's what I did. Am I allowed to keep this on the draw? I think I'm gonna keep, but I could be convinced that it's wrong. The real problem is that, well, I guess that was a good draw, but I was about to say the real problem is, especially in a postboard game, I think we want all of our resources. Well, I'm gonna play that in response. I don't want that. Yes, we are soft to thief, but that's okay. The perfect draw. Wanted a growth spiral there real bad, obviously. Okay. I have 3 of a kind. Oozes over fates. Oozes over fate, rather. Oozes, fate, force, Ion Kicker. Alright. It's probably okay for me. They have the campaign in their deck. Okay! This is quite the game. Alright, so they know about this land. What? I have no spells left! What? I have nothing left! What the hell? Oh no, that's not good. Alright. I did not draw Surge. I am in danger. So one cute thing is, if you mill Chemister's Insight or take Chemister's Insight, it's not even that great for you. Alright, I'm gonna just try to go off, I think, is the plan here. Please let me set the stop. Alright, there we go. Okay. Oh, I should have cast Nexus Upkeep, I guess. What's up, Justin? Thanks for the raid. Guess I'm gonna hit Nexus now. Set a stop. Sorry, I'm not playing Vintage. This is decidedly not Vintage. Dissolves. I think I'm just going to kick this on that. This is the opposite of Vintage. I agree with all statements that have been made. They've opted their Esper mid-range deck. That's a little bit interesting. Oh no, it's my opt. That makes more sense. We do get to take some turns. We're close to going actual imp. Oh, good point. Very good point, said. Would guess around 2, but I also don't know what the rest of your deck looks like. Maybe 4 is okay. Okay, cool. How do I optimize this? Shock seems like it might be better than Beacon Bolt, but maybe I don't really know, I guess. Cool beans. I thought I had to stop there. Alright, whatever. Looked like I had to stop, but maybe I didn't. It's not going to be that bad once we find Biogenic Ooze. It'll kill our opponent very quickly, Mike. We have one Ooze, but we also have that Deploy, so wasn't going to be that bad. All right, nice. So I'm up to 3-2 with the deck. All right, I think this next match will be my last one. Match number 6 with Simic Nexus on the ranked ladder. We are 3-2, yes. Yep, that is what I have written down as well. Ooh, I don't think I'm allowed to keep this one. It seems not very good. I guess I have 2 fogs, but the problem is I'm missing, like, so much of the engine. Alright, well. So, Avi, we're gonna ship this one too. Alright, this is acceptable, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it needs those engine cards. We have half the engine, but we're so far from it. Alright, well, we're playing against Gates, I guess. Right, missed. I guess this is a good enough matchup that it might be fine still. Okay, nice. We might still be fine, right? I mean, maybe not, but maybe we are. Ooh. I don't understand why this card is in the deck, actually. Alright, I want that one. I think I'm gonna just burn the Root Snare, unless if you don't think I should. Do you think I should burn the Root Snare? Feels like I should, because all I want to do is get 7 cards. Okay, not yet. I could bounce Guild Summit. Yo, what's up, Edgar? I don't know, friend. I really don't know. I'm practicing for RPTQ on Sunday. Alright, I can wait for a land. That's a good one. We might still, like, win, which is funny, because their deck, like, I don't know, doesn't really interact on the right axis. Where's your RPTQ, Feingersh? Mass? I guess it would be Cambridge this weekend, right? Oh, just the last chance. Yeah, I'm not going to Cambridge this time for the RPTQ. I'm going to just do this to that. So they have to discard a few cards, which is nice. Deafening Clarion. How many are in my graveyard? 2. Do I want that? I'll have 10. I'll have 10 mana if I do. Feels like I want that. Should I Nexus this turn? How do I want to play this, actually, is the real question. I'm actually not going to use the Nexus yet. I'm going to just play this, I think. Because I really need to get to a board state where I flip my search. Okay, well... This is fine. Alright. You can draw all of the cards. I don't think any of their cards actually do very much in game 1. We're actually really close to just going full-blown inf, I think. Okay. I'm going to let Cedrus answer that, but it's a Matt Ness thing, I think. Yeah, possibly soon I'm supposed to. Maybe even now. I'm gonna just burn this one. Since I have another Depose, I think it's fine to just burn it. So next turn I'll flip. I could play another search. I guess if there's a top, if my top card is good, I should actually do that. Yeah. Well, all y'all, I'm not on a team anymore, so I don't give a F anymore about your stuff. Not great. Not great. Alright. I guess. Go to my end step. Float. Thanks, Edgar. Thank you. No, you can't. Ooh, my opponent conceded. So that was my 5-card hand, y'all. And we still went... I guess the Gate's opponent is pretty slow. But, you know, is what it is. Do I want Canopy? Gift is for mono red, or that's the theory from Matt Ness. I still think that matchup is probably not good. Yeah, possibly not great, but that's what Matt was doing. Can I side out one, Depose, deploy? Does this look right? Or do I want Crushing Canopy for Guild Summit? This feels right currently. I'm actually going to do this. That might be crazy, but... That was a nice 5-card hand said. It still did the job. I guess our 5-card hand was actually reasonably good. It had one of our key parts. Alright, gonna keep. This hand's pretty good, actually. Ah, 7-drop. In 2 7-drops in my opener. Right on time. What the hell? I just assumed it would auto-pass. Whatever. I agree. I agree with everything that's being said. Actually hope to hit a blue source. They have 2 rainbow lands. Kind of sick. They could do almost anything this turn. If they play Guild Summit, am I supposed to negate it in a postboard game? I kind of feel like I am. What do you think? Should I negate or not? My gut tells me yes. They could play Gates Ablaze. I think post-board I have to negate this. Pre-board I wouldn't. If that sounds weird. Also, the other issue is I don't have much blue mana, right? But also I have no... Like, blue is going to be my limitation, so I actually want to use my blue mana when I can. Why should we play Arch first? Yeah, like literally this card costs blue-green, right? Well, it is like Explore, but I really want to opt into a blue source. Should I just opt like a maniac? It's pretty maniacal, actually. Actually, it's not that maniacal, I think, now that I think about it. I'm gonna do it. So, I actually thought about it for a while, and the reason I don't think it's maniacal is because we actually are going to need blue mana ASAP. Okay. Shit. Now what? I could leave up Mystic. Alright, I'll play a search. I think that's probably correct. If it gets negated, it sucks, but whatever. Feels like they have negate. Or not. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We need a Reclamation pretty soon, I think. Or is this going to be hard to win? Probably supposed to keep that. I think it's too greedy to bottom that. That one we can graveyard though. Alright, I'm gonna just say go. My plan is to EOT Nexus. But if they do something threatening, I can just counterspell it instead. Basically going to need a Reclamation soon though, I think. Otherwise we're going to die. Okay. Weird. Okay. It smelled like they had Negate. You think? Don't I just die if I do that? Because I untap. That does not seem right to me, but it can. Whoops, wrong one. I'm gonna look for the Reclamation. Alright. Step 1. Step 2. Yeah. That's why I did that. That's not great. Alright. Guess I have to block with this Mystic. Okay. I think we basically are winning because I negated the summit. Without the summit being negated, I think we would have lost very easily. Alright. End step. You really can't have too many Reclamations, I think, in this deck. Mostly because they stack egregiously well. Exactly. That was my exact thought after having played this deck tonight. That's not great. Still not great. Right, that's great. Okay! Opponent had enough! Ooh, did I rank up? Ooh, Platinum Tier 4. Alright. We went from Gold whatever to Platinum 4, which is kind of nice. Finished 4-2 with Blue-Green Nexus. Thank you, Cedrus. You know, for that, I'm going to just see what's in our packs. I've had these sitting for a bit. Ooh, a card that is barely playable in draft. A card that is very good in draft. A card that's also good in draft. A card that's surprisingly mediocre in draft. This card is not actually that great, in my opinion. This one's better than that one, I think, actually. Alright, let's open another. Ooh, Judith. We have the combo. Judith plus Bladebrand is a Knight combo. It's a 5 mana less gasp. That's the problem. 5 mana -3/-3 is really not very good. But Judith plus Bladebrand is super nice. You just like machine gun their creatures down in like a combat step and they can never win. Alright. This card's fine in draft. Not really playable in draft. Locket's fine. Code's fine. Wrecker's like a little bit worse than fine, but still playable. Ah, the Gate Colossus. This thing, I don't really understand why it exists in all of its... I just don't understand. It's just like a very frustrating card to play against because for some reason these small creatures can't block this big one. It goes beep boop. Arr! The R is it biting your head off in 8-point chunks. Arr! Oh, that would actually be better design. They forgot the part where it wasn't supposed to untap unless you played a gate. That would make it a lot more balanced. It might actually be not good enough, but instead it goes on top of your deck from your graveyard if you play a gate. And I'm just like, well, okay. I mean, that's great. Anyways, I'm actually going to call it quits for now, but I'm going to see who else is streaming and pay it forward. Ooh, I just got money for GP Toronto. Nice. Thank you, Wizards. That was a fun GP. I wish I'd done better, but, you know, take what you can get. Get what you can take. Alright. We'll pay it forward to Wyatt again, but let's see.